Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
I feel so important today. I get to be on camera.
We have a courtesy of our sponsor.
Oh my God.
C4.
They make your face itch.
Yeah, which is great for workouts.
I've never drank one before workout, only before we work. So maybe I should actually try it before workout and see if it helps.
All right, we want to do a recap of the CrossFit Open. We want to talk about our in-house leaderboard. We also want to talk about the workouts, how the overall test was, some of the bad reps that we've seen, kind of a recap sesh. So let's start with our leaderboard.
You just keep talking.
Let's start with our leaderboard.
I have to redeem myself real quick because the last video we posted, it was like the ending. It was Anton and I, and he's like, yeah, I won, everybody. Oh. False. I won.
Yeah, so Friday we did finish the Open. I did do 25.3 faster. Then you repeated it and did it much faster.
Which you did too.
Yeah, but still, once I saw your repeat time, I was like, there's no way I'm going to catch that.
I had confidence that he was still going to beat me. I was more confident than he was.
Let's talk a little bit about our leaderboard. I mean, first and foremost, congrats to you. You made semifinals.
So did you.
We have 2 athletes in the gym that have made semis.
I knew you were going to make it. I'm surprised that I made it.
I'm old. 35 to 39, a little easier to make semis.
Stop downplaying it.
As a 35 to 39-year-old. And they take the top 2%. For Maddie, we know that you are eventually going to make semis. We were kind of saying, hey, next year is going to be your year. Let's keep working on strength. And then just somehow you just were crushing.
Well, my main goal is just to beat you. And so that being my goal made me make semifinals.
What else do we want to say about the leaderboard?
We had a good amount of athletes try the RX versions of a lot of the workouts, which was good to see. Yeah. People want to push themselves.
The 2 people that improved a lot was Jen Stoltenberg and Joe Bush.
Yeah, we looked at their numbers on the Open leaderboard. It's pretty crazy how much better they did this year.
Yeah, they both did completely scaled last year. They did completely RX. I want to give a big shout out to Alex Gonzalez too. Alex has been an athlete at Blue House for quite a few years. He's been a staple in this community, and he has put performance on the back burner, and his focus is training on longevity. He's coming in 3 times a week, just doing a class, nothing crazy. And he comes in and gets like 6th in the gym.
Insane.
And he repeated all of them, and he kind of had a little bit of fire back. I remember when I first met him, he was quite competitive, and he's very athletic.
Oh, I watched all of his repeats, and man, he worked so hard. And he was on the floor after each workout.
Yes.
Oh, Michelle Brown. She had never done chest to bar. And then she did 18 of them in the second workout.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Sometimes it's those moments that make you figure stuff out because you're forced to. I think that's a good thing about the competition. Mason is a new member, and I've been doing personal programming with him. I kind of told him about the Open as not really an option. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we do. He surprised himself. I mean, doing wall walks, Mason's 55, but doing some things he never thought he'd be able to do. And, it really pushes you out of your comfort zone, some of these workouts, and he repeated them all. Is very inspiring.
Also, he took photos. So that was pretty nice of him. And shout out to all of the members who did the demo videos for us. It is not easy to do the workout first.
Yes.
So you know who you are. Bethany, Mark, Mick, Jen, Moses, Sam. Thank you so much.
Did you forget anybody, or is that it?
That was it.
Okay.
There would be 6 of... No. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I want to give a couple shout outs to also a couple other newer first timers, Monica and Brett. First Open for them. They were just putting in effort every time I saw them doing these workouts. Doesn't matter what skill level you're at. It's humbling how hard it is. And I just felt like those 2 were putting in a lot of work every time I saw them.
And Ryan Bondi Lynch.
Love it.
I've never, like you said, I've never seen him work that hard. It was amazing.
Yeah. It is cool to see people turn it up a little bit. That's something that's unique about the competitive side of something like this. Not something that you can do all the time. It is unsustainable, but it is for a period
especially
of time.
if you're old.
Yes.
Like Anton.
That's very true.
And he can't recover because he did a workout 3 days in a row.
I repeated all these a lot because of the new format, and that was crazy.
It was worth it, though. You made it.
All right, let's talk about the workouts. Let's start with 25.1.
Wow. That was a workout for sure. You hated it.
I don't know if I hated it. I worked a lot on burpees, and so I was really happy. Honestly, out of all the workouts, that was the one I was like most proud of personally because I worked on it a lot, and it's still nowhere near as good as like the best are, which is just crazy how good people are at burpees.
Another year of burpees for you.
Yep. But what do we think about the workout? Do we think it was a good test?
I think so. But it was a really good test of endurance and strength because if you watch the top athletes do it, they're putting that dumbbell over their head like it's nothing.
Yeah, you like the dumbbell clean and jerk?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think about the lunge?
I liked having it there as a rest, better than a shuttle run or something.
Why do you think the lunge was there? You know, I've heard some people say
like an interval.
It was a wasted movement. Like it didn't do anything. Like basically what they said is if you took it out, you'd have exactly the same scores. Do we agree with that?
No.
Okay.
I don't agree.
Tell me more.
Because depending on who you are, but we did have some athletes here complain about how sore their legs were from those walking lunges. So if you're more of a beginner or intermediate athlete, I think those were still challenging. For me, I just treated it as a rest, so it was nice to have them there. I think my score would have been a little different.
I think the lunge, like you said it earlier, but it made it feel like an interval. And I think that's really cool, is that if this workout was just dumbbell clean and jerks and burpees, I just feel like it would have been so hard.
It would have been way worse.
It just would have turned into be really slow. Maybe not for some of the super elites, but I just think for a lot of people that really kept the intensity high because you would come back from the lunge and it was like, all right, here we go, burpees again, and fast burpees. Anything else?
No.
Okay, let's talk about 25.2. 25.2 was the retest. This
was my least favorite.
Okay. Yeah, so this is like a version of Fran. It's pull-ups and thrusters, but they've just made it a little bit harder with complexity each round. And then we also had a little bit of double unders in it. First thoughts on this one?
You have to be strong and you have to be good at your skills. This one stressed me out right when I saw it because I know that I'm not as good at the bar muscle ups. So
okay,
you got to be strong and confident in those. If not finishing it.
I think this workout's very important when it comes to CrossFit because to me, this is the most unique style of workout in fitness. We have lots of endurance training. We have lots of strength training, but this glycolytic, super fast, high power output workouts that it's not even really dependent on your heart rate. Like the first workout for a lot of people, like this creates a certain stimulus that I would use the word potent. That it like wrecks people. Like I did this 3 times. The first time I was on the floor for about 20 minutes. And my heart rate wasn't even high. It was just so nasty.
Yeah, this workout was terrible.
So I think like that potency, that like high power output in a fast couplet style, even though this one kind of got harder and harder, man, it is brutal. I think in a lot of ways, this is what Fran used to feel like back in like 2005. And now I think like that's a newer version that's
2005.
harder. I think, I know, you were 3 or whatever. But like, you know, I've heard old, folklore about Fran was developed because the founder of CrossFit wanted to create a workout that felt like a 90-second pommel horse routine that made people like throw up because I've heard the pommel horse is that hard. And so he created this kind of thruster pull-up, this complementary workout that works your whole body. I just feel like I finished that and I was like, oh, my shoulders hurt, my legs hurt. You were like, constant
whole body.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
So incredible test of power. I think it's great complementary test compared to the first one. I like that it's short. I don't think we always do short ones in the open. Yeah, it was also interesting that they did the high skill workout second.
Yes, them posting this second made me really worried for the third workout. I thought there was going to be a lot of high skill and then
like even
there
more.
Wasn't.
Yeah. If you had to take one test out of all 3 that exemplified the most fitness, which one would you pick?
Yeah, this one.
You think so?
Yeah, because you have to be strong and you have to have your skills and you have to have good like the double unders. You have to be able to do those, even though there's not very many. And then the bar muscle ups, the stamina, everything.
I'd say this or the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the third one. Very interesting workout.
This is my favorite one.
This is my least.
Yeah.
What do we think about this workout?
I love this workout. Cardio for me, and the barbells are light enough where they're not scary, and wall walks are also very fun. So
Okay, that said nothing about.
I'm just
the
talking about
quality.
myself.
I know. Tell us about do we think this is a good workout? It sounds like it's a great workout for you,
me,
but is it a good workout? Do we like it as
Yeah.
a test?
yes, because you have to be able to move the barbells, you have to be strong, and you have to have your gymnastic skills again. And then the leg stamina on the rower. So there's a lot of athletes that got off the rower for the first time and they're like, oh, my legs are already dead.
Personally think that this actually might be the best overall test of fitness compared to the
This
second
one?
one. I do.
Okay.
I say that because the second workout was you doing external loads and gymnastics, which is you're the load. I think this one had all of it, monostructural, weightlifting, and gymnastics. It just has a bigger breadth of testing. Like it didn't, and here's the thing, the first two workouts did favor a smaller athlete. This one doesn't really favor small or large. It's just overall well balanced. You saw, like, I think the best athletes do the best here, that have overall fitness, and that's why I sucked at it, because I
This was my best workout. So you're just talking and I'm taking this as a compliment. Like,
well,
I'm
yeah,
the
you
best.
are a very balanced athlete, and that's why it was really good for you. Definitely, it will expose any hole in your fitness, and the better balanced you are as an athlete, the better you'll do on it. There's other workouts. I think the other two workouts you can really hide behind some skills. This one, I don't think there's any place to hide. And so, yeah, I think this was a great final test that really, like, the best of the best just slaughtered.
Yeah, there were some insane times.
No, but let's be honest for a
Oh my
second. Like,
gosh.
Maddie made semis because of this workout.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This was her best workout. It's a harder, better, more balanced test, and it favors better athletes. All right, let's talk about the CrossFit Open as a full test. How do we feel about the testing body to get people to go to semifinals for this, to make the top 1 or 2%?
I still think there should have been some more higher skill or heavier barbells to find the top 1%, but I did like all the workouts and I think they were all different enough.
Yeah, I have a hunch. Again, I think I've just been in the CrossFit space for a long time. I have a hunch that part of what my face is tingling, by the way.
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Thanks C4. Appreciate you. I think that CrossFit wants to program their journey based off the pyramid of their training methodology. And so nutrition, metabolic conditioning, gymnastics, weightlifting, sport. And so my hunch is that they're trying to make, and I've seen this over the last few years, they're trying to make the Open more about metabolic conditioning. I feel like it's so painful. And then if you notice, if you move on, there's like heavier loading, there's 1 rep max tests, but they want people that have a good base of conditioning to be the ones that move on, not just the really good lifters that somehow sneak in but don't have any base. But I feel like where CrossFit misses it sometimes is they don't tell anybody. What is the process to find the fittest on earth? Talk about
Yeah,
it.
they should talk about it.
Talk about it. Tell us what is the Open, like, is the pyramid your training framework for the process of finding the fittest? But I would just say, from what I see, they're definitely keeping it pretty simple.
And they're more approachable in that way. So
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should. I don't think it's about who lifts the heaviest. I think it's about who has the best kind of metabolic conditioning, gymnastics, weightlifting. And it shouldn't be, they should follow that process if that's what they believe.
And I think all of these workouts were, at least on our end, simple to run in an affiliate. You know, I feel like if you had a bunch of high skill or heavy barbell, it's going to be harder to do that in a class setting.
Well,
or
let's
whatever.
just pause for a second. I still think some of these workouts are really hard to do in affiliates. The last workout had 3 different bars, 3 weirdly loaded. It was so annoying. I was like, why are these the loadings? Like, you had to use like 25 and 10s and a 40. Like, it was crazy. Okay, the first workout felt designed for an affiliate, but after that, it's like they're tough. And even the fact that they don't use the same loading, like 2 of the workouts had this ascending it's hard.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
a lot of the workouts that people do in the old school like benchmarks are just like 1 load.
Mm-hmm. I do think that would have totally changed all of the workouts though with 1 load.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine the last workout with 1 loaded barbell. Like
I get
the middle
why
weight.
they're doing that though, is because that's one of the ways that they can create separation. I mean, imagine if the second workout had 95, 65 the whole time.
Wow.
Everybody would have the same time.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do it in 3 workouts. I don't have the answers, but I think overall that was a good like base of fitness. And I think if you wanted to move on, you have to have a good base capacity. I have hidden behind being strong and having high skill for a long time, and you could not move on in these tests if you did not have some capacity.
Well, a good thing here at Blue House, we have personalized programming where you can do just that.
Well, yeah, you should do that, and you should work on what you need help with. For you have a lot of that, but we've worked a lot on adding strength, which helped a lot. Let's just talk quickly. There's a few things that Hiller, if you know this person, Andrew Hiller in the CrossFit space, he has been quite a voice.
So funny.
But I do think like what I think is really cool is at the end of the day, he is standing up for standards that CrossFit says they're about. And I think that that's great. And he's kind of calling things always back to the way they were at a time when it was really, really good. And I think that's great. But there is a lot of crazy people posting videos of these workouts that are insane how bad they are.
Like, bro, how'd you get that time? Oh, that's why.
Oh, that's why. And
look at those reps.
These people are posting, like he had a video a few days ago called "Do Not Do This," which is really good. Let's see if we can figure out his name, because it's worth mentioning, because this dude's like 90th in the world. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Desmond Crap. He's like 28. He's 90th in the world. And he posted all of his videos.
It's so bad.
And it's just kind of insane. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. First off, I'm like, what is happening at the affiliate? Why are they not saying anything?
Yeah.
I mean, he's posting these videos, so he must not know what a real standard is. So it just shows there's like so much more work to be done with like quality of movement and dealing with the testing structure. If this dude's 90th, I mean, how many people are posting?
Well, hope they review those. I don't know. They review the top, who knows how many videos. But you're right, though. If you're doing that in an affiliate, what is going on in your affiliate?
Yeah. I mean,
what?
It needs to be fixed.
Yes.
Have higher standards.
Please.
Like that's what made CrossFit unique, is that there is a standard, believe it or not. But it is really like, it messes with people because we see so many folks not implement that, and that's why we get so confused. It's like all I see is people move horrible, where there's a lot of people that move well. So remember that. If you look at the top and you look at the people that have really done well in this sport, they move incredible.
Yeah, it's insane to watch.
It's like
wow,
they move
looks like they're not even trying.
Yeah, they move with virtuosity. That's like doing the common uncommonly well, which is a big piece of what they teach you at a level 1, level 2. And so I don't know, Desmond Crap. This video by Hiller is so good and so needed. And CrossFit does need to figure out how to deal with this. Like, I don't know if it's like every person needs to post every video online and there's just like more peer reviews. I don't know.
I just like, how do you not know? Like, do you not watch your video back and see the reps?
Yeah, I think I don't think people know, honestly, because I think if he knew, he wouldn't have posted them.
You don't want that online with your name attached.
But yeah, I think there needs to be a way to clean it up. But I do think, like, I do wonder if part of this change is CrossFit is saying we can review 1% and 2% of videos, but we can't review 10 and 25% when they're doing the quarters. It's like impossible.
That's way too
But they're
many.
trying to figure out a structure of like how to review videos. I think doing the advanced judge stuff, all that I think is a good addition. But also I just shout out to Andrew Hiller for being somebody that's like, just like sharing some of this stuff, because
someone has to. It's important.
It's needed for the validity of the sport. 2025 Open, I feel like it was a success. Here it was at our affiliate. Yeah, Maddie won the in-house affiliate at Blue House. Barely. Well done.
Thanks, Coach.
Can't wait for next year. If you are a Blue House member, or you're somebody that is watching this that is interested in becoming a Blue House member,
you can train with me.
Yes.
Not Anton, me.
You can do personal programming, which is something that we do that is unique for every single person that is interested in having their own program to work on their own goals. And we would love to help you actually implement a true off season so that you can do much better in next year's Open or in a local competition that you want to participate in.
We got you.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Bye.